What is up, 80s? My name is 8-Bit Nate, and today, it's been officially 1 year since I uploaded my RTX vlog. Unfortunately, thanks to COVID, I wasn't able to attend RTX this year, but I do have tickets for next year at least. In the meantime, I felt like another storytime video was due, especially how my last one was basically just an April Fool's joke. Sorry. Before I start, I promise that this story is legit. I'm not going to be pranking anyone by telling this. So this story happened sometime when I was either in 3rd or 4th grade. I'm not 100% sure, but I think 3rd grade's more likely. I do at least remember this happened the weekend before school was out for the summer. So I used to be in Cub Scouts, which is basically like the junior division of Boy Scouts. I'm not going to spend this video explaining everything about Cub Scouts, but James from The Odd Ones Out did a video on it, so feel free to watch that for more info. Notice me, James. Anyway, sometimes our troops would go on camping trips. Yeah, sorry James, I didn't have to deal with day camp like you did, despite also growing up in Arizona. They were always overnight, and usually in the spring or fall. Not the summertime, so yeah, sorry. So the weekend before school was out, me, my dad, and my younger brother all went up north to the Cub Scout camp area, and hanging out with my friend was pretty sick. I say friend singular because the only one there besides me was the troop leader's son. So once Sunday rolled around, it was time to head back to Phoenix, but before that, my dad wanted to go on a hiking trip to see a pretty big waterfall. There was a straight road we could drive to get there, but my dad thought it'd be more fun to hike down the hill next to the road and take that path to get to the waterfall. Eventually, we began to realize that this path was taking way too long, so we all just agreed to hike back up to the hill, walk along the road until we got back to the car, and just drive to the waterfall. So me and my brother hiked up in front of my dad, because if one of us slipped, he wanted to catch us so we didn't tumble too much. Yeah, that'd be fun. Around halfway up, we saw a huge log that was being held up by another big tree. My brother went up the right side, but I decided to go up left because it looked easier. Well, apparently I didn't look at it well enough, because as I was going up, all of a sudden I feel a huge push on my back, and I fell face first in the dirt. Sure, I had made it above the log, but that wasn't exactly the method I had in mind. Considering there was nobody else around except my family, it didn't take Sherlock Holmes to know that my dad was the one who pushed me. So I was obviously a bit upset when I came up with my face covered in soil. So I yelled at him, "What'd you do that for?" And he yelled that there was a rattlesnake under the log. Call me crazy, but if an elementary school student finds out that he's walked over a venomous snake, he's probably going to freak out. So in the panic, I just scream, "Rattlesnake!" and I bolted up the road. I almost slipped a few times, but I did manage to make it back. My dad later told me that the rattlesnake was also a baby, and for those of you who aren't reptile experts, baby rattlesnakes can't control their venom, so if it bit me, I'd need an anti-venom. And considering how we were in an area with bad cell service, I don't know how soon I would have gotten it. So back at the log, my brother wanted to see the rattlesnake since, unlike me, he's always liked snakes. My dad had a hiking stick he was using to go up, so he tried to use that to get a hold of the snake to show my brother from a safe distance. After poking at the snake a little bit, the snake was thinking, "Alright, you know what, I've just had enough of these people," and tried to slither away. But then my dad tried to follow it until he realized, okay, what the heck am I doing? So he broke the news to my brother that he wouldn't be able to see it, and then they hiked up after making sure none of the snake's family was anywhere around. As they were going back up, my dad told my brother, "You know, maybe Mom's probably not going to take this story well, so we probably shouldn't tell her." So yeah, Mom, now you know. Sorry to keep it secret for like 10 years. Just kidding. Once we got home, the first thing my brother told my mom was, "Hey Mom, something happened, but we can't tell you what." So yeah, big brain moment right there. If you ever need to hide something top secret from the Mafia, my brother may not be the best person to hold on to it. "Hey Mafia henchmen, I have top secret info, but I'm not allowed to give it to you." Just kidding, he was a lot younger back then, now he's definitely smart enough to know when to keep his mouth shut. Anyways, after hearing his response, obviously my mom wasn't too thrilled, so she demanded for my brother to spill the beans, and the whole story came out. Luckily, she actually didn't seem that upset when she knew the story, but I do want to point out that only my brother knew that my dad wanted the story on the DL, because I wasn't there when that was said, so had my brother never said anything, I probably would have anyways. Now, to this day, I'm still pretty afraid of snakes. Like, there are some I'm okay with, but I am terrified of venomous snakes. So yeah, moral of the story is be careful when hiking, and also learn to realize when you just shouldn't say anything. So yeah, anyway, 80s, thanks for watching. If you like the content, subscribe, hit that like button, comment your opinion, check out my social media, and yeah, I guess I'll see you 80s next time. Alright, peace.